What's up, dude? Of course, this is the place to like hang out if you just want to not worry about everything else and just watch some music and see what's up in K-pop land and pretty much K-pop land. Let's do a GOT7 look. After this, I'm going to do, by request, BTS Airplane Live Part 2. I don't think I've heard Part 1. And then we'll finish up with EXO Sweet Lies from Elysian Tour. Of course, I'll release another episode of Josiah Garrett. Either came out before this or after this, me and my buddy doing, I think, EXO Monster. I'm not sure. You'll have to look and see. Speaking of a look, I'm not going to make that pun.
어딜 봐 여길 봐 내가 앞에 있잖아 딴 생각하는 게 다 눈에 보이는데 괜히 걱정하지 마 내가 옆에 있어줄 테니까 Don't worry now.
Alright, this is the first one of, I think I've heard 3 or 4 GOT7 songs. This is the first one that has the reminiscent feel of Focus on Me, which apparently I love a lot way more than everyone else on the channel. But I love it. And this has just a little bit of that synth vibe, chill vibe to it, but we still got the dance going on. He got a good look going on with the sun behind him. He look intense, but not too mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 아직도 모르겠니 불안해 보이는 너의 눈빛 Ready, ready, begin 내 눈에 빠져봐 hurry Don't you worry, we can make it, make it 두려움이 밀려오면 just 나를 봐봐 너를 향한 믿음이 very 넘치니까 Don't be afraid 마음이 섭섭해지니까 그저 같은 마음이길 바라니까 느껴지는 내 모습 그대로 날 믿어줄래 두려울 필요 없으니
I just realized I'm going to have the same issues before because Just 2 is a subunit, so the 2 of them are here, but I'm not sure I'm going to know who's who. And knowing y'all, you'll be like, the dude on the screen is one of the 2.
그는 속에서 나를 찾고 싶어 바라봐줘 그래 그렇게 Give me now 시선을 맞추고 익숙해질 때까지 나는 보일 때까지 돌리지 마
He's in Just 2, right? Anyways, this is definitely my favorite of the GOT7 songs. Maybe Lullaby was my second favorite. I'd have to check, but this is clearly like the perfect mix to me of like synth and some bass swells and dancing and, you know, all the things you'll like. They just dabbed on me.
나는 너를 괴롭히는 것들과의 전투를 준비 중이야 이 기분에 따라 내 기분도 변함 슬퍼하는 이 모습에 너무나 열받아
The other dude's voice with the red, I love his voice.
백사장의 파도처럼 다 지워버려 너의 고민 no more 이제 행복만 남은 걸 괜찮아 가끔 잠시 멈칫해도 고민 안 해 이겨낼 거라 믿으니 아무 일도 없었던 것처럼 날 바라봐줘 그래 그렇게 Give me now 시선을 맞추고 익숙해질 때까지 나는 보일 때까지 돌리지 마 이대로는 맞춰줘 누가 뭐라 한대
Small things. I love small things. When he did the whoo, but it was like right in beat in the gap of the music. That's, bruh, I love that. That stuff like that. Where you're like, if you're just listening, you're like, it's not that big of a deal. But how often do you actually hear that in a song where like in the middle of a verse or in the middle of a hook, they cut the music out and dude says, whoo, and they come right back in. Oh, that's so sick. Oh, by the way, apologies. On a video earlier, Elevator, I said the BPM was like 130. Y'all said it's 156. I double checked with my little tap tempo, and I was off by 26 BPMs. That's unacceptable. I think you'd be off by 10. I don't know why I underestimated it. The song just made me feel good. Back to GOT7.
아직 모르겠다면
Dude, every time this, it's got too many good sections, because even before it drops to that feel, which I don't want to mistakenly give it a feel that it's not like, I don't want to describe it incorrectly. But I'm like, oh yeah, it gets a little bit better. What? Yeah, and that's a dude whose voice I liked from earlier. That's his voice, right? That's him. Whew. That was quick into the, oh, the bird, what? Okay, nothing to do with GOT7. Short thing about birds. I was thinking about getting a pet bird and got kind of talked out of it because they're like, dude, you're not allowing birds live, and what if you change your mind? But the reason why is I went on a trip with a buddy who had a little lovebird he kept like in his pocket, and the bird would like chill out with him and hang out on his clothes. And we were taking a trip, and I was driving, and he was like, the bird will hang out with you if you want. I said, how do you mean? And he put the bird on the steering wheel, and the bird would just sit on the top. Like if it's like a clock, the bird would sit at 12. And when you had to like turn, because we're on the highway driving, right? We're not, in town. And you turn a little bit this way, and the bird would like step over. And you turn this way, and the bird would step over. And so the bird would always be like right dead on top. Step, 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 step. And I was like, this is so awesome. I actually took a video, I have video somewhere of me driving. Not recommended. Do not drive with one hand on the interstate with a bird on your steering wheel videotaping it. I did it. Anyways, this song was awesome. My favorite of the GOT7 stuff so far. And there's a lot of you who are new here. You don't know what I do or the things that I tend to say a lot. But one thing I do say a lot, and I have no choice but to say it a lot, is that the diversity within certain groups makes it where I have to keep going back. Like as long as the quality, even if I don't necessarily like a song, the quality of their execution makes me keep going back, because I know that when they pick a recipe that's a recipe that I react to, I'm going to love it. So I keep going back to GOT7 because I like what they were doing, and I like the Just Two subunit, the one song I heard. And boom, there's the payoff. Look. For all I know, it's going to be 3 more songs from GOT7, 4 more until I go that. But that's easily going to make a rotation. I will be listening to that, doing mundane things. Shopping in the grocery store, driving to the gym, being in the gym, cleaning up the kitchen. Got to have a soundtrack. All right. I just smacked the mic. Oh, I've got a cat riding a unicorn. I will see y'all at BTS Airplane Part